Okay, my name's Joe Fitzgerald and I've been training here at the Masters Academy for 3 years.
Okay, brilliant.
I'm 46 years old and I started training here 3 years ago because my son Maliki was doing jiu-jitsu. He started that when he was 4 and I felt Japanese jiu-jitsu and I felt that he needed something else in his training. So I researched martial arts clubs in Plymouth, and I lived in Tavistock at the time, which is about 25 miles away, and this one came up and I came to view it with my son and thought it was a perfect place for him to train. So then I started bringing him twice a week, and then I used to sit out in the cafeteria drinking coffee with 3 sugars in it and I used to look at it and I used to think, I fancy trying that, and if I'm here I might as well make use of it, so I decided to join. I have 4 children training here. I have my eldest daughter Dimpler, who's 14. I have Maliki, who's 11. I have Jaden, who is 8, and I have Orla, who is 7. It's changed my life totally. When I started training here, I run a business which is quite stressful, and I used to sort of go home. My eating habits were horrific, so were my drinking habits. It was a part of a wind down. I used to get home every night, a few cans of lager, lay on the couch, and I was about 15.5 stone when I started training at the academy, and I'm now 13 stone. And the health benefits, I've stopped smoking. I haven't smoked for 3 years, and it was all down to my training, because I used to get home from the classes here, and I used to lay in bed, and I used to struggle. And I thought, well, if I want to carry on doing this, then I'm going to have to change my life completely. And the people I've met here, the coaches, the likes of yourself, have had a positive impact on my life and how I live it, the food I eat, the drinks I drink. I'm drinking green tea now, no sugar, and that's what it's done for me. It's totally changed my life. I competed on the SWFC.
When was that?
That was on March the 7th of this year.
Why did you do that?
Why? Because I wanted a goal to train towards. I wanted something to train towards, and I used to enjoy the sparring. And also, one of the main reasons, my son competed in a kickboxing competition, and so did my daughter. And my son had an amazing experience, and my 14-year-old daughter didn't. She got stretchered off and was held in an ambulance for an hour and a half. And on the drive home, I was sort of devastated. And we were talking, and she sort of said to me, would you do it, Dad? And I thought, well, that's... I said, I would try it. And then they said, and that was another reason behind it.
Excellent.
I started strength and conditioning training, and that was amazing. The diet, everything else, I think I overtrained a little bit for it. My age being 46, the guy I thought was 23, so I think he found it a little bit easier than I did. But the experience was amazing, and it will be one I will be having again. But I've just felt exhausted from it, and it really took it out. That one fight and training for that, I've learned so much about my body. That it was an amazing lesson. My eldest daughter Dimpler, she's doing really well at school. They're all academic, my children, so I'm quite lucky there. So it hasn't really affected that, but it's affected their attitude for sure. And my eldest daughter was involved in an incident on the home where she was attacked by, my 14-year-old daughter was attacked by some girls in their 20s, early 20s, and she dealt with the situation quite comfortably and came out of it pretty much unscathed. So there is that, which is massive for me. Also their diet. They all eat really healthily. If you used to go to a restaurant with my children, they'd pick salads, they'd be eating seafood, so that's really good because they've been around it. And their overall fitness, you know, they're really fit compared to other children that don't do this form of training, that don't do martial arts. My son Maliki has recently achieved his black belt, which anyone would have thought it was my black belt, because I was so proud of him. He's a very humble boy. He hasn't even told any of his friends at school he's got his black belt. He's just kept it to himself. He's quite humble, but his fitness levels through doing this have gone through the roof. He's like, and he's very, very good. And again, his mentality, how he is, he's respectful, he's confident. He's been in situations and then they don't really worry him, you know. He's not foolish, but he feels confident if he needed to protect himself. Jaden, Jaden used to find it hard, very hard, concentrating on anything for any length of time. Well, the 6 months he's been training, his concentration levels have been unbelievable. He's now able to concentrate. He loves training. He can't wait to get. He would train every day if he could. He says to me, I want to train Monday, I want to train Tuesday, I want to do Wednesday, Thursday. He can't wait to get in. All of my youngest, she's amazing. She's going to be one for the future. I think. She wants to compete. Hopefully, her and Jaden, the two youngest, are going to compete in Birmingham in the national championships. And there's a lot of us going up from the academy, and I think a lot of the coaches are going as well. So that'll be really. It'll be an amazing experience for her. Yeah, I recommend this academy to anybody. And we're like one massive family down here. Everyone gets on. It's stacked with amazing role models for my children, the likes of yourself, Tom, Anton St James, Lewis Aiken, Andy Wu, all the sort of people I want my children around. And that's that.
Yeah, it's the best thing, isn't it?
Yeah, couldn't say any more than that. And that is it.
That is it. And would you like to add anything else?
Yeah, thanks, Tom, for help change my life.
Thank
because
you very much.
you have done.
It's been a pleasure. Perfect. All right, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.